All right, long weekend of gaming. We're back here at Matt's place,
Canadian Thanksgiving.
Canadian Thanksgiving. So 1420 late war lists because there's a tournament in Kingston next week. I'm running the 654th Schwerjäger Panzer, whatever. They're basically Yag Panthers out of the Bridge from Remagen book. My list that's on the board consists of the Volkssturm guys hiding in here. That's my HQ Panzerjäger guys. In ambush are more Panzerjägers, Nebs, and two King Tigers. Now, I initially thought I had 4 platoons when I made this list at work, but then it turns out that the Storm, these guys here don't count as one of your platoons, so I had to. So my 4 platoons is actually 3 platoons, so it's kind of shafting me. And now, Matt, what do you've got? You're running your Panthers, right? So you got Panther and HQ over here.
Yeah, so one platoon of Panthers, 2 IC.
2 IC.
Second
Dudes.
platoon of Panthers with the company commander.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 smaller platoons of 6 stands of just regular rootin' tootin' grenadier platoons. This is out of Bridge by Bridge. Just something quick I put together last week to play against Scots-Hungarians.
And we're playing a pincer attack.
Right.
And I opted for this table edge over here because there's a... these guys are exactly within 4 inches to contest that objective, and the other objective is way back here. So my thinking is he's going to have to plow through all this, and by the time he has to cross this open ground here, hopefully I should have something alive being able to shoot that way. But anyways, that's the plan, and he's the attacker, so he gets to go first. So Matt drove up, was not able to see my CO, and I couldn't see him. I did deploy, so he didn't shoot. He advanced, these guys advanced up, and then Stormtrooper to there. These guys moved up here, Stormtrooper into this alleyway here. The infantry double-timed back there. However, I exploded these guys by deploying these Yag Panthers on this hedge. They're trained, so I got 5 hits, so I mean,
Out of 6 shots.
Out of 6 shots, yeah. And
I was playing mathematics. And
yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, well, you know what? I am using your dice, so you can't blame that.
Going for 50%.
But I did target his commander so that he'd be forced to join, and that was able to. I did bail him out, but he just got back in. But I did wipe out these tanks here. My Yag Panthers are reluctant veteran, so they were able to Stormtrooper back there. He rolled a 1, so he didn't get to Stormtrooper back. My King Tigers don't have Tiger skills and are overloaded and are unreliable, and they're reluctant trained as well. So those guys would only get to Stormtrooper on a 4+. So now it's his turn, although taking 1 unit of Panthers out surely makes it a little bit easier for me. So turn 2, after the destruction of his Panthers, he double-timed these Panthers around here to knot up against this wall so that my guys couldn't back up and get shots over here. He moved his CO lone tank. The tank got back in, moved up, took a shot. What happened? You missed?
I didn't miss.
Yeah, you rolled a 1, that's right. This infantry moved up, that infantry moved up. On my turn, I moved these guys up to this hedge to take out the command tank. Well, I mean, it's now taken out because my CO tank took him out with a side shot, but in case they didn't. So instead, they just MG'd over here and killed 2 dudes and pinned them. So that's the end of turn 2. Here we go for turn 3. So turn 3, Matt moved up to this hedge here. And there was a gap, not the actual gap, but the fact that this Lucage hedge is low enough and my Yags were right here, so he needed 5s to hit. He did get a hit and only bailed me out in the side, which of course they got back in.
Brutal.
Yeah, so the 1 infantry guys didn't unpin, so they were stuck there. These guys just dug in. And on my turn, I drove 12 inches back, shot main guns into these guys. Now, I did have to turn them because they are hull mounted, so I was offering side shots to these guys, but I rolled my stormtrooper, so I was able to turn them again. And unfortunately for Matt, the 3 main guns, he rolled no saves at all, and I killed 2 of them. So it's going very badly. Oh, and it was turn 3, but I didn't get any reserves. Not that I needed them at this point. So
Really? What do you need? What do you need units for when you're killing all?
No, it's all good. I'm doing it with 1 platoon, 1 command, and these useless Panzerfaust reluctant. So unfortunately for him, he did get 4 side shots, needing 5s. Didn't hit.
What's your AT?
My AT's 16. These are King Tiger guns on these things.
So then those aren't fails then. That's a nothing. That's a bounce. Long range is 17.
Oh yeah, you're right. Whoops. Then, yeah, you're right. So the other time is because they were within range. Yeah, you're right. So I thought I'd killed a platoon, but it turns out I didn't. But which is fine. I mean, I still got 4 hits out of 5 shots when I turned around and shot.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So I didn't get any reserves, so now it's his turn 5. And the ultimate comedy of errors. So those 3 Panthers shot 6 times into this platoon. Hit twice, and each killed, actually. Excuse me, too much PB. I failed both armor saves, so I killed these 2. And this is 1 platoon, and this is my commander. Now, these guys moved up with the intentions of assaulting side armor and using the hulls of my own tanks to prevent getting machine gunned by these dudes in the woods and defensive fire. And the CO tank is too far. It was going to be more than 8 inches from this point right here of contact here. But because these guys are reluctant veteran, and I lost 2, so what ended up happening is this guy drives off. So now he's like, great. So he's stuck there, screwed, because my guy's just backed up. Oh, we're out of here. Los. So now he's like, well, he could assault abandoned positions to here, but then it's wide open for some shooting. And then, whoops, sorry, I'm trying to... If these guys move to here, this is within 6 inches so that this MG could join in the fun here. So he decided to, well, maybe I'll just Stormtrooper backwards, and of course failed to Stormtrooper. So I'm testing, though, because I'm down a platoon. I might fail my command right now. Oh, shit, they're reluctant. Oh, no. So I might actually lose right now. And it's before reserves, right? Because I get guaranteed reserves on turn 6. Oh, my God, I might lose. I only have 1 platoon on the board.
No, or do you? Let's find out.
Yes! I needed a 5 or 6. So the game continues. Oh, I'm going to machine gun those guys to death. And my King Tiger is going to come on. Oh, this is so he was able to... he was able to hit here, but I made my saves. He moved his 2 guys up. I could have taken 2 shots on 5s, but I decided I want to be guaranteed, so I moved out and I killed the 1 remaining guy from the platoon to kill the platoon. My King Tigers came on, because it's pincer, came on from here the previous turn. And this turn, my last unit, the Nebs, are just on this corner, because whatever, I don't want to give another platoon. Those guys were pinned, and again, he'd be winning, but I when I deploy these guys, I know they're exactly within 4 inches of the objective, so he's got to clear the reluctant conscript idiots there. But right now, I've only got 1 tank to worry about, and then after that, I'm just going to be pouring fire into here, so it's on its last legs. Although, it's coming up on 8 turns. I don't know if this is one of those you have to win by 8 turns or not. I mean, some of them are, but... No, I think that's the hold the line style ones. I think this one can go unlimited turns. But anyways, it's winding down, but... yeah, I've been really happy with the Yag Tigers. As is the case in most of our games, Matt's doing something completely insane that I at first didn't realize what he's doing.
I gotta be 2 inches away from him, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Something tucking behind here. Something an inch to shoot by.
So he's moving his infantry to shoot at my Nebs. And he's going to move his Panther in between my tanks to shoot at my Nebs. Because I only have 3 platoons on the board that count. Because these yokels don't count. I've already lost my Yag Panthers. So if he can drive in the middle here, I mean, he can drive, it's easy. Parks himself 12 inches, and MGs, these guys just walked on and do nothing. So they're not gone to ground because they walked on. They're not concealed in the open because they're large. These guys...
And they're 5-up saves.
And yeah, and only 5-up saves. So if he kills 3 of these stands, and then I fail this, then I got to take a company morale with my CO who's still here. And he can win the game.
This is gonna be so bad.
Even though right now, like, I'm about to smash him if it wasn't for this. So this is going to be interesting. We might as well just do it live. No, we may as well do it live. We may as well do it live. So we already know that you're going to shoot these guys first.
Right.
Because they can only hit these 2. We've already measured. They can only hit these 2 models that are in the frame here.
I need my 2 inches. I'm not gonna cheat. So
No, that's fine.
Need my 2 inches. So.
Yeah. So you
Away
get
from your dudes.
1, 2, 3 shots.
Yeah.
All right, take your 3 shots.
So you can hit those 2. You can hit
There.
those 2.
They're reluctant train, so you're hitting them on 3s.
He can only hit him.
Okay. So you're hitting on 3s?
I'll shoot him first.
Sure. I have
Those
to
guys
grab...
train? Those guys only
Yeah, the reluctant train, so you're hitting them on 3s.
Alright, so the one guy who can only hit the command stand.
Yeah. Hits. I did make
So
my
he
armor
actually
save.
saves.
Well, yeah, because
So
he's
he's
an
an
infantry
infantry
team. Yeah, so now the other dude.
The other 2 shots from the other guys. Targeting guns.
Yes, obviously.
So 1 hit.
So the gun team.
Yep.
So this is dead.
Yeah.
So now
it's
your
him.
tank has a coax and a hull, so it's 4 shots. Obviously, you're going to target guns. Otherwise, I'm going to...
So 4 shots.
So 4 shots hitting on 3s.
Gotta bust out the Storm Division fist dice.
Oh, God.
3s?
Yeah, they're trained.
Oh, I only got 1.
Oh.
And you save it
No,
anyway.
I don't.
5-up save. Save.
No, they're not. I rolled a 3. 5-up doesn't do it. They don't have gun shields.
Ah, gotcha.
As if you couldn't do it.
Damn it!
Well, let's see. Even if you had killed them, then they have to pass a test, which they would have failed because they're reluctant.
failed.
And then this guy would have had to take a company morale because he's reluctant and would have failed.
Good game.
That was a good
That
game.
was-
That was the craziest ending to any game in a long time.
Your suggestion.
No, you started moving it first.
madness.
You started moving it first, and I was like, okay, now I know what you're doing.
Because the guys in the house don't have enough. They don't have enough movement to get there, so they're kind of
No.
screwed.
No.
They're kind of hooped.
Well, we have enough time to do another one, actually.
Even if I spread this guy out, I don't think he can shoot anyway.
No, he's a SMG, this guy.
Oh,
Probably.
Panzerfaust SMG team. Right?
Yeah. Still, it was a good move. You almost did it. We just saw if you had gotten one more hit, that you would have won the game.
I'll give you the game.
All right. GG 5-2.
Save you from wiping out everything else.
All right. Cool. Thanks, man.